How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it's time for more Pokemon TCG stuff because my friends at Pokemon, you know the drill, they have sent me some more Pokemon TCG stuff. Now this time around, it is of the upcoming set Sword and Shield Evolving Skies, not Roaring Skies. I keep wanting to say Roaring Skies. That was a set that released a while back, and it kind of focused on Dragon-type Pokemon as well, if you remember those days. Well, the interesting thing is, with Evolving Skies here, it's kind of in that same vein. As you can see from this box, which we'll go over in a moment, it features Eevee and its evolutions in the set, but it also features Dragon-type. Now, this won't be in this video. This video here is going to be focusing on this, but the other thing I have that they sent me is a booster box. So this will be opened separately. We'll do this in a separate video, but I bring this up because you can kind of see, hopefully, a little bit more of the dragon side of this. So basically the set is kind of about evolutions and dragons, which is really cool. And it's neat because the dragon type has been absent in the Pokemon trading card game for the entirety of these Sword and Shield expansions. So they're kind of bringing it back. Now it's something that hasn't had a proper basic energy type, like say Fairy, which has been kind of changed back to Psychic in the card game with Sword and Shield, but you know, it hasn't had a basic type. It's really more about being its own type, but using a lot of different types of energy, types of basic energy. So it's kind of a cool gimmick, and we'll see some of that, hopefully. But anyway, this video here is going over the Elite Trainer Box, as it's called. Now this here is the Elite Trainer Box. This is one of two varieties. There's another one that features the other four evolutions that aren't present here: Flareon, Jolteon, Umbreon, and Leafeon, and it has a little bit of a different color scheme and stuff like that. It's still really cool, but if you happen to see two different ones, that's why. Functionally, they're pretty much the same. They contain the same contents overall, but you'll find that some of the contents are different. Now I'm gonna see, I don't think it's gonna show too well if I put this down in the pack cam, but you can kind of see what this looks like. We're gonna go over everything, so don't worry. And that brings me to my next point. We are gonna go over everything in here. If you've seen me do any Elite Trainer Box video before, it's gonna be the same old song and dance. You'll see a lot of the same stuff, me kind of commenting on it, and that's because this might be someone's first exposure to the Elite Trainer Box. So I always try to use this as an entry point for people that might want to get into the card game. They're looking for a good place to start. This is a pretty decent place to start. So, and again, that's the warning. If you've heard this before, yeah, you can probably find like somewhere in the description below where to go to get to the packs or see the individual items in here. But this sells for, I believe, $40 US through the main, MSRP. There is a separate version of this that would say Pokémon Center here that you can only buy on the Pokémon Center website, and it contains two more booster packs and a few other differences. But other than that, and that is $50. So it's, more or less the same. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's a little bit more deluxe. But my kind of line of thinking with the Elite Trainer Boxes is, what are you getting for your money? So this comes with 8 booster packs. It comes with some sleeves, some basic energy cards. It comes with a cool player's guide, some dice, and a die roll coin, which is pretty cool. It also comes with some acrylic markers and a rule book too, if you want to learn how to play the card game. So, did I mention sleeves? If I didn't mention sleeves, it comes with some sleeves, which is really cool. So that's what this comes with. And again, the Pokemon Center version has 10 booster packs instead. So if you factor each pack as being $4 US, then that's about $32 for just the booster packs. So what you need to consider if you're interested in one of these is the extra stuff worth $8? That's always the way I look at it. Because I mean, if it is, it's like, oh, well, I was gonna get the packs anyway. That being said, let's go ahead and open this. Again, I like to take my time with stuff. That's just how it is. You know, I always try to come at it from the perspective of this might be someone's first time watching it. It might be someone's 10th time. I've opened a lot of these over the years. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna get this started here. Actually, I think I can get it. So, you know, that's just something to keep in mind. You know, is it something that is right for you? And again, if you've seen this before, you probably know your answer, but as I've gotten more and more of these, I find I like them. I think they're really cool. I think that they are a great starting point. They're probably something you only need one of, although now that they have 2 different varieties, you can get 2, and it's a little better. So again, if you've watched any of these before, you know the secret, but a lot of people don't. It's really cool. So you can slide this out here, this little container thing. It's neat and all, but something that is really cool, one of my favorite things to do, because I didn't know this for the longest time, there's actually some really cool artwork on the inside of this. This turns into a poster. All you have to do is just find like the top part of it here, and you can kind of peel back a little bit of the adhesive. You want to be a little careful with it. I'm not being very careful with it, but good enough. And as you can see here, it makes this lovely little like wall poster you could put up somewhere, and it features the Pokemon that appear on the booster packs, which is actually really clever. I like the artwork that they use on the booster packs, and that's just a great way to kind of showcase it. You know, if you got a wall you want to put some stuff up on, I don't know, I like it. I just think it's neat that they hide that in there, and a lot of people just throw it away without even thinking about it. So inside of that, you'll find 2 things. There's the book here, the player's guide, which is really cool. And this is the actual Elite Trainer box, which we'll look at in just a moment. I just want to briefly go over what to expect in here. This is just kind of like an overview. It will show you some of the cards, some of the strategies. I'm gonna bring it down here to the pack cam for a moment. It's gonna be kind of up close, but you know, you'll get the idea. It kind of shows you some strategies here, and I'm really looking forward to it. Apparently there's a Flaffy that's not just cute in the set, but it's also really good. Really good. So that's surprising, but yeah, sometimes you can get Pokemon that work really well. Hopefully we'll have a chance to see that in these booster packs. Now, one other really nice thing about these is they offer a really cool checklist that has all the cards in the set, including secret rares and stuff, as well as like, you know, a little checkbox for you to fill out. So, you know, being able to see their picture, being able to kind of keep track of your collection here, it's really cool. It's definitely something that I find I appreciate a lot, because, you know, if a new set comes out, I might not know what everything is or what kind of stuff to look for. And then if I'm like, wait, what's that card? I don't have that. What is it? I can just refer to this and it'll tell me, which is really cool. I love it. I think it's one of my favorite things about the Elite Trainer box. Even though you can just look it up online, like, I don't know. I really don't know. I like that. So this here is the actual Elite Trainer box itself. You open this up, keep this around because this is a great place to store cards in. And then inside of here, there's all of your goodies. This thing here is, there's nothing too secret about this unless they change it. Yeah, it's just, you know, packaging. Looks cool, but it's just packaging. Unlike the one thing, which actually has a nice function to it. So inside you'll find, hopefully you can see it all right. Well, we'll examine it all. So there's your booster packs right here. Very cool. We're gonna look at those in just a moment. We have the the rule book so you can learn how to play. I'm not gonna teach you how to play in this this video, but it's there for you if you want to learn. You have acrylic markers. We're gonna take a look at all this stuff in detail in just a moment. I'm just clearing it out from this box. We have the damage counter dice, which that'll be fun to take a look at. We have some separators. We have a code card that's in here that will get you, I believe, like sleeves and stuff on the trading card game online, which is really cool. So yeah, these are separators. We'll get to those in just a moment here. There is a pack of basic energy cards, which, you know, after you've gotten a few of them, you gotten a few, but if, you know, if you're just starting, you might not have a lot of those. I was just reminiscing, this is totally a tangent. I was reminiscing earlier today about back when I first started playing the trading card game, back in base set, how water energy, I just could not get any water energy. It was so rare. And I remember seeing like my first water energy card and being like, wow, that thing's so cool. I wish I had that. I mean, it's crazy, but oh man. So let's take a look at this stuff in detail. Oh yeah, here's the card sleeves, which I'm excited to check out because they made a change last time. So we're gonna get to the booster packs at the end. If that's what you're interested in seeing, just skip forward. Again, should be in the description, little timestamps and stuff. It's a good way of doing it, but there are 8 booster packs here, which is really fun. But otherwise, we're gonna take a look at the contents of this box. So first and foremost, I wanna check out these card sleeves. These are really cool. And in my opinion, these are one of the main things that help justify the cost. Because if you play the Pokemon card game, chances are you're gonna wanna have sleeves for your deck, or decks if you build multiple. So this comes with, I believe it's 65 sleeves. A deck of Pokemon cards has 60 in it. So you get 5 left over just in case one rips or tears or something like that. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna open this up here. Well, let's see, I bet I can do it here. Yeah, Pat can. So again, this is super easy to open. Now, something that I noticed they changed last time, they moved to a matte finish for the sleeves. So what this means is, you might even be able to see it, it's not super reflective. It has kind of a smooth kind of texture to it, both on the front and the back. Now, I'd kind of joke for the longest time that, you know, it's sleeves, you know, it's the same thing. I don't need to open up every single one, but with, what was it? Chilling Rain. Who could forget Chilling Rain? With Chilling Rain, they changed it. They changed it to this nice matte texture, which is really nice. And I have to say, I have a random Voltorb card around here. This isn't from the set, but just to kind of show you, you know, how it works. I mean, it's a card sleeve. It's not rocket science, but, you know, you just slide it in. And what's nice about it is it's like this texture. It makes it really nice if you're shuffling. It just doesn't like stick to stuff. It doesn't slip and slide, at least that I can tell. At least as much. Whenever you have new sleeves, it kind of has that effect anyway, but I love this matte texture. I can't stop talking about it. It's one of my favorite new changes that they've done. Now, like I said, there's 65 sleeves in here. There's 60 cards in a deck, so you have 5 left over. Honestly, I'm not going to use these to sleeve the cards I get. I'm usually more of a fan of saving these for just a fully built deck, just ready to go. And I have just some random like cheap little penny sleeves instead. Those are just what I like to put my cards in that are good. And you know, that way I can easily put them in a binder. It's just, I don't know, that's just like how I do things. It's not really a problem. Again, if you're using, like if you're thinking you might build a deck or something, just having 60 sleeves ready to go is so good. So good. Okay, so next up, something else really cool for battlers are these dice. These are damage counter dice. Let's take a closer look at them as we unbox them. So yeah, as you can see here, there are 6 smaller dice and then 1 larger die. And these are, they're very useful in the Pokemon trading card game. So the smaller dice, they represent damage on your Pokemon. So this can be used to keep track of them. You can put the smaller damage counter die or dice, if you know you need to add some numbers together, you can put those on your Pokemon. Man, that is really sticky there, jeez. All right, let me get rid of some of this stuff. Oh, crinkly sounds. I bet you the microphone picked that one up. Oh yeah. All right, so bumping my background there. You know what? I'm gonna scoot this back just a little bit. Whoa! All right. So yeah, anyway, this here is a damage, or not a damage counter die. This is the official coin flip die. It's a tournament legal coin flip die. So you can use this at a tournament. If you roll an odd number with that, that's considered to be tails. And if you roll an even number with it, it's considered to be heads. So you can see on the 1 pip, it's this little icon. It's kind of neat indeed. And it's a nice, lovely pink color. And then you have the damage counter dice here. So this one has, you know, big numbers. So you can do like 170 and then like 10 to make 190 if you wanted. You just kind of like set these on and combine them. So it's kind of cool. I'm more of a fan of just using smaller 6-sided dice, but I guess Pokemon's HP has gone so far up that, you know, you really need a lot of dice, or you need some bigger numbers like this. So anyway, these ones are blue. And the other here is pink, but I believe in the other Elite Trainer box, the other variant of it, they will be different colors. I'm not sure which colors they are, but they will be different colors. So if you like to color coordinate, you might want to take a look at that one and just see which one you like better. But I like the pink and the blue. I think that's a really nice look to it. So to go along with that, we have these. These are just kind of the standard in every Elite Trainer box. You know, if you've seen them before, you've seen them a million times, but it's just nice to have them. Again, this is really a complete package. That's why I like it. That's, you know, I say the same things every time I open up an Elite Trainer box, but that's just because it's such a great starting point. So these are to mark special conditions on your Pokemon, or status conditions. Burned and poisoned. So, you know, if you get burned or poisoned in the Pokemon trading card game, you know, it's not like the video game. It doesn't just have a little message there. You actually have to put a marker on it in order to kind of say it's affected by one of those. So these are the markers that you need, which is great. It's cool to have them. They're acrylic. They're pretty durable. You know, you can put them in a little box or something to carry with you. They're nice. Like they're definitely good. The only downside is after you have gotten some Elite Trainer boxes, like you end up with so many of those things. Same with the basic energy cards. There's so many. These are just little separators. One thing that's nice to do with these, as you get cards to put in your box, which again, let me kind of show you how this works. It's a box. It's not, you know, super advanced, but if you got the Elite Trainer box and you thought it was really big, it actually compresses down to this. Like after it's been opened, it's really more of a shoebox, and this can hold a pretty good amount of cards. I always find that I'm able to store like a booster box worth, plus the packs that are in the Elite Trainer box, plus like a few here and there, which is pretty nice. Like it's a good little package. But these separators, they can go in here or in a deck box, and they just have like tabs on the top. Let me kind of show you that. And it's just used for organization. You might not need them. You might not want them. That's totally fine. Or you might love them. You might love being able to kind of organize your cards like that. That's really cool. So, yeah, it's there. Now, speaking of basic energy cards, every single Elite Trainer box comes with a pack of 40, actually, is it 40 or 45? I think it might be 45. But enough basic energy cards to kind of get you going. It's maybe not enough for a full deck of a certain type, but you also get booster, or you get energies in your booster packs. You get one in each pack, so that's kind of a cool thing, I guess. But after you've gotten enough, it's like, yeah, I got enough of these. But again, newer players, they aren't gonna have so many. So again, this is probably more relevant to beginners and stuff. I mean, it's not really exciting, but you know, it's there. Do they still have Fairy? I wonder if they finally got rid of Fairy. Nah, it's still here. So the Fairy type in the card game, it's no longer around, but basic energy is still there because there's like expanded formats. Like you can play, at least at the time of this video, for some formats, you can actually go back and play some of the older cards where Fairy was around. So, you know, they still have it there just in case. It's, you know, you probably won't need it if you're just playing the newer cards, but it's nice to have, you know, just as an option if you want to play expanded, as they call it. Okay, so that's pretty much the contents of the Elite Trainer box. So we have 8 booster packs here to open. These, of course, you know, who knows what's going to be in here. And, you know, you get 8 of these. Wow, can I talk? You get 8 of these in the standard ones. You get 10 in the Pokémon Center version. And it is of the newest set, Evolving Skies. Yeah, so I have not opened any of these so far. I'm looking forward to opening up that booster box, but this will kind of be my first impressions of the set. So let's go down to the pack cam and see what we get in here. So just 2 reminders really fast. 1, I like to take my time. I don't rush through my packs, as you've probably been able to determine from the speed I open up an Elite Trainer box, but that's just how I do things. That's just how it is. I like to take my time. I like to enjoy the art. I like to, you know, just kind of read the cards and the strategies and think, you know, well, what's this all about? So if that's not your style, that's perfectly fine, but that's just kind of what I offer. And the other thing is, I don't reorder my cards in the packs to put the rarest card in the back. I open them just the way they are. So that being said, we had, what was that? Dwebble, Hippopotas. Look at this face. It looks like me in the morning, like, huh? What? What? Oh, Zorua, that's neat. Look at that Psyduck. I love it. I love it. It's so cute. It's not a really good card, but it's just really cute. Rufflet. Oh, that's really adorable. I love it. Wow, 203 cards in the set. That's a lot. Gossifleur. A lot. Deal 10 damage from this Pokemon. That's not very good. Ooh, Entei. That's a cool looking Entei. Oh, man. Angry Fang does 10 damage for each damage counter on all of your benched single strike Pokemon. That could be a lot of damage because that's all of your benched. And, you know, if they have a lot of damage counters on them, woo, man. And then Heat Tackle, it also does some damage to itself. That could be good, but it's very situational. I could see that going in like a single strike deck because they are bringing back, you know, single strike and rapid strike. In fact, I think they're even, I don't think it's in this set, but I think like the next set, they're even adding another type, which will be interesting. That is some cool art on that Ursaring. Look at that. I really like it. It's a pretty basic card. It's not, you know, horrible. It just doesn't really have like a lot of text to read. Crustle. Huh. And a Rescue Carrier. Oh, put up to 2 Pokemon, each with 90 HP or less from your discard pile into your hand. That's pretty nice to be able to put it into your hand. You can get back some basic Pokemon that, you know, might evolve or something. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, so pack number 2. I really like the art in this set so far. I think it's really nice. Oh my gosh. Just hang in there, Slackoth. You got this. Smack and Slack. Wow, this Pokemon's now asleep. Flabebe. Hypnotic Gaze. Carvana. Dwebble. Aw, Mareep. Ooh, this looks cool. So this is the return of the Dragon type. Now again, Dragon type is interesting because it uses, like you can see here, it uses a water and a fighting energy for its attack. You're not gonna have to worry about basic Dragon energy, but you do have to have a variety of different types in order to fuel your Dragon type Pokemon's moves. So Berserk, it's probably gonna be pretty good. If your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on them, this is 90 more damage. That's if any of your bench Pokemon, any of them. So you're pretty much hitting for 160 for 2 on a basic Pokemon that only gives 1 prize card when it's knocked out, that has no weakness and no resistance. That's really good. The only thing is it probably doesn't hit anything for weakness. Huh. I mean, that's very powerful. That's a good Drampa. Sharpedo. That's some cool art too, man. So Taunt and Jet Bite. So I guess he could like, oh, it can't attack. Oh, that's a shame. Be cool if you could like Taunt and then Jet Bite, but nah. Oh, Floette. Rapid Strike, that's cool. Boldore, Protect, and Boulder Crush. Aroma Lady, draw 2 cards. If you do, your active Pokemon recovers from all special conditions. I guess that's okay, you know, good way to get rid of special conditions and draw a few cards. Especially because some special conditions, they can be a little nasty nowadays. All right, so what do we have in pack number 3? Drowsy. Oh, look at that art. I've said that so many times this video, but I just... that rock and roll, I love it. I definitely admire it. It's something, you know, worthwhile. Swablu. Rubber Gloves. The attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 30 more damage to your opponent's active electric Pokemon, or lightning as they call it in the trading card game. That's kind of cool, kind of following up with the gloves from the last set. It's neat. And a Gigalith, 180 HP, guard press. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 50 less damage from attack, so it just kind of sits there for a while. And then pressure shot also does 10 damage to itself for each damage counter on it. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I was thinking to do 10 more for each. Ooh, I don't like it. I like that first attack, but I don't really like that second one. Crystal Cave. Once during each player's turn, that player may heal 30 damage from each of their metal and dragon Pokemon. That's pretty cool. Like, imagine that with that Drampa from earlier. Actually, no, that'd be terrible. Well, actually, no, it'd be fine. The Drampa's, if anything on the bench has it. Doesn't have to be dragon. So you can just heal it and, you know. Avalugg. Roar. Frost Barrier. So it's kind of like that Gigalith, except it takes 30 less. Does 80, and then Hammer in 140. Snow Leaf Badge. If the Pokemon V card this is attached to has Leafeon or Glaceon in its name, it has no retreat cost and no weakness. That's kind of nice, actually. That's quite nice. No retreat and no weakness. I can see that being pretty good. Alright, I don't know what the evolutions do. I know that there's a bunch of them in this set. Hopefully I'll get some. They look amazing. I've seen some of them because when this set first released in Japan, oh man, everyone was just going crazy. They're like, evolutions! Oh, look at that Scraggy. I love it. Feebas. Rapid Strike, Flail around. Ooh, Hitmonchan. That's cool. Clean Hit. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, it does 50 more damage. That's pretty nice. Especially because this is a single strike, so it can get boosted in its power by a little bit from other effects. And then Bullet Straight Punch, just a basic 40, but it isn't affected by resistance. Could be good. I love it. I love it. Timpole, kind of basic there. And Pinsir, it has Vice Coach. Damage from your single strike Pokemon's attacks isn't affected by your opponent's active Pokemon's resistance. That's really nice, because you could just set this on the bench, and that gets around resistance. Now, mind you, resistance isn't huge. I think it's like, what, minus 30 in this? And you're doing so much damage nowadays that, I mean, it affects some things, but I don't know. It's still alright, like it's a good kind of filler. Moon and Sun Badge. If the Pokemon V this card is attached to has Espeon or Umbreon in its name, whenever your opponent plays a supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to that Pokemon. That's pretty nice. So that would like shut down things that like force you to switch out Pokemon. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that Pyroar. Combustion and Rip Claw. Ooh, Rip Claw is actually decent. Discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Ooh, that Vigoroth is cool. Shatter and Slash, that's alright. Okay, time for booster pack number 5. Let's see if I can get something cool. So far, not a lot. I mean, there's been some neat things. I've definitely enjoyed, well, first of all, the artwork, but also just like some of the cards in here are really cool. But I'd like to see something cool, something like rare, you know? All right, so we got Woobat. Oh, there we go. There's Eevee. Wow, that's a good attack. V Search. Search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon V, reveal them, and put them into your hand. That's a great way to get a bunch of, like, well, evolutions with V in them. Obviously, they're there. We know they're there. But anything else, too. It doesn't have to just get that, so that's really handy. Stampede. Like, that'd be a fine thing to start with. No problems there. Timpole, Cutiefly. Oh, reverse foil Vigoroth, that's cool. Ooh, Regidrago. That's pretty neat. Dang, look at that, 130 HP, Hammer in, which is just like the name for attacks in the set. It's so weird. And then Dragon Energy, 2 Grass Energy and 1 Fire Energy. It does 240 damage, but then 20 less damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So that's actually not that bad. Like, if let's say you had 6 damage counters on it, so it'd have 70 HP left, and it'd still be hitting for 120. if you use that Crystal Cavern Stadium thing, like, you can heal a fair amount between turns. Like, as long as you keep this thing healed, it can hit like a truck. I kind of like it. Like, that's a neat strategy. It's actually cool. I like this Regidrago, and just like, it does so much damage for relatively cheap, but you have to keep it healed. Gordy. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of energy cards you find there and put them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. That's okay. I don't know if I'd use a supporter card on it. Ooh, Zvilas. Bite and Dragon Headbutt. Kind of neat. Nuzleaf. Fake Out. It's a cool Nuzleaf art too. Just kind of in the trees, just looking at you. All right, pack number 6. Let's see what I get. Hoping for something cool. Hoping for one of the evolutions. That would really be exciting. There's some in here that's like, oh, I want that. Oh, Pikachu! Energize. Attach a lightning energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. That's kind of nice. Depends on what Raichu does, though, because Electro Ball isn't really that good. Pumpkaboo! Pumpkin Pit. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard a stadium in play. That could be kind of nice. Could be. Rufflet. A Lotad. Oh, Call for Family. That's always handy. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. That's pretty good, you know, for a basic. And then flip Bebe. And what is this? Ooh, Metacham V. That's something I had no clue was in this set. So Yoga Loop. That is a lot of text. Let's get through this. So for 2 colorless energy, put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by this attack, take another turn after this one? Ooh, that's pretty wily. If one of your Pokemon use Yoga Loop during your last turn, this attack can't be used. That is handy. Like, you can set it up to just take prizes left and right, and your opponent can't do a darn thing. That's an interesting effect. I like it, because I don't recall seeing anything like that before. That's really cool. And then Smash Uppercut, it's okay. It's also a Rapid Strike Pokemon, and if I recall, there are some good strategies for putting, like, damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon, so this would synergize very well with that. I like it. I think this is a pretty cool card. So we have a Psychic Energy. Oh, we have Treasure Energy. What does this do? As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. If you took this card as a face-down prize card during your turn, before you put it into your hand, you may attach this card to one of your Pokemon. Ribbon Badge. If the Pokemon V this card is attached to has Sylveon in its name and is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, that player takes 1 fewer prize card. Oh, that's pretty handy, actually, because that's basically denying your opponent a free prize card if they have this attached. There it is. I don't think it's quite as cute as the Flappy from Chilling Reign. I love that Flappy, but it's still extremely cute, but it's also extremely good. You'll see this thing a lot because it has Dynamotor for its ability. Once during your turn, you may attach a Lightning Energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. That is really handy. Now, it can't be used to attach to the active. You have to have some way to cycle between your active and your bench, either by like retreating or by moving the energy, but that is extremely good. And especially with the, there's a Rayquaza V in the set that is very reminiscent of like Rayquaza EX or whatever. It seems like they always make some big Rayquaza that has like this effect that just does so much damage, but you have to discard fire or lightning energy in order to get that. So that Flappy will work very well with that, but it'll work well with anything else that makes you discard energy. You can use that to kind of get it back. Have a few of them on the bench, maybe switch out to something else. It's quite handy. Like, there used to be an Electric. Yes, Electric, not Electros, that had a very similar effect, and it was so used. Oh, look at that Sableye. It's so happy. Go and collect. Search your deck for a trainer card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. That's actually pretty good. Corner's okay. But that first attack is nice. I mean, I don't think you need to put it in a deck in all honesty, but I like the look of it. Oh, look at that Nickit. It's pretty cute. It's like licking its paws. Bergmite. Carvana. Reverse foil Hitmonchan. That's cool. Smeargle! Oh, I love the art on that too. The art in the set is fantastic. Live painting. Reveal any number of basic energy cards from your hand. This attack does 30 more damage for each type of basic energy revealed in this way. Nah. Nah, I don't really think that's that great. Oh, Golduck! Oh, I love Golduck too. Psybeam and Surf. Kind of basic effects, but I love the art. Golduck's neat. Rubber gloves. Oh, Copycat's back. Oh, that's great. Oh, look at the art for Copycat. She's like copying the Kalos trainers. Or Galar trainers, not Kalos. Wow. Wow, I'm going back to Gen 6. Yeah, look at that. So with this is a really good card. You shuffle your hand into your deck, and then you draw a card for each card in your opponent's hand. So if your opponent has a really big hand, all of a sudden you have a really big hand. It's very useful. This is a card that has been around since the Pokemon E series, which, oh man, that was before Ruby and Sapphire, just for the record. That goes so far back. It has been around ever since then, but you know, not in every format. Like they reprint it every now and then. But I'm glad to see it back because it's just a good card. Like it's just really good. Emolga! Very basic, but at least it has free retreat, so that's nice. Woobat. Gossifleur. I see something. I see it. I see it. I see it. I wonder what it is. Bebass. Hippopotas. Lillipup. Lead. Search your deck for a supporter card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. Kind of boring. All right. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Umbreon VMAX. Oh, man. That thing looks so cool. Single Strike, which is really cool. Dark Signal. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon, so you get to just lure it out right away. Oh, that's handy. And then Max Darkness, 3 for 160, which is honestly kind of low for a VMAX, but that ability is so handy. If you can have a way to recycle this, that is just nasty. Like if you can bring it back to your hand. Think like a Scoop Up. I know that there's a few options for it, but that's just really good. It's wily. Oh man, that thing, it just looks cool. I love it. I'll put a sleeve on it in just a moment here. So Fighting Energy, Switching Cups. The cup game, anyone?
Okay, so I'm gonna teach you the cup game. 1, 2, 3.
Switch a card from your hand with the top card of your deck. That's weird. Might be useful, but I can't really think of an instance where. Like, if there's something that, you know, discard the top card of your deck, if it's this, something happens, like, that could be a good combo with it. Poisonous Prison. Ooh, that's nasty, actually. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. During your opponent's next turn, that Pokemon can't retreat. Wow. And then Boldor again. Okay, so that was pretty cool. So again, let me get a sleeve on this. That's kind of the stuff you can get in the booster packs. You know, that's random. You don't know. Like, if you get one of these, you're not necessarily getting this Umbreon. You might get something even cooler. But what you do get is all the stuff I showed earlier on. And it's just really convenient to just, like, store cards in here. And, you know, just kind of, like, put them away for later. But that's one of the things I like about the Elite Trainer boxes. They're a nice little thing. So the question goes back to what I asked earlier in this video. If you think that this is worth the extra $8 US compared to, you know, just buying the packs. Again, this is all assuming MSRP, but yeah, it's, you know, I like it. I always like to get one of these because, you know, I mean, to be fair, thank you, Pokemon, they send me these to check out and review. So usually I always get one, which is nice. But I think even if I didn't get them for free, like just me being a collector and liking to have stuff, I feel like getting one of these is just really nice because it just starts you off. And if you're new, this is also an even better starting point because you get some of the useful things that you might want to either grow your collection or just get you started with, you know, battling and stuff with the sleeves, damage counter dice, the coin flip die, you know, stuff like that, the player's guide, the rule book, etc. But, you know, if you just want packs, you might just go for the packs then. That's always kind of the way I think about it. So I like them. I think they're cool. I'm very grateful to Pokemon for sending me one to review. I think that's really cool. Again, the set releases officially on August 27th, 2021. So really cool having a chance to check it out early. Hopefully that gives you kind of, you know, an overview of the Evolving Skies set as well as the Elite Trainer box for one of them. Again, there's another type too. And I will be sure to open this thing up very soon as well. Very excited to see what I get in here. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.